Kimberly Denise Jones, born July 11, 1974, better known by her stage name Lil Kim, is an American rapper. She was born and raised in New York City and lived much of her adolescent life on the streets after being expelled from home. In her teens, she would freestyle rap, influenced by fellow female hip-hop artists like MC Lyte and the Lady of Rage. In 1994, she was discovered by fellow rapper The Notorious B.I.G., who invited her to join his group Junior M.A.F.I.A. Their debut album, Conspiracy, generated 2 top 20 singles in the United States and was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America, RIA. Personal life. In her teens, Jones dated Sean Powell. The pair met at the Empire roller skating rink in Brooklyn. After a couple of months of seeing each other, Powell was arrested for robbery and sentenced to 8.5 years in prison. Jones and Powell continued their relationship, with Jones visiting frequently. They kept in touch by writing letters. The couple became engaged while Powell was incarcerated. During this time, Jones met Christopher Wallace, the Notorious B.I.G. She focused on starting her rap career and called off the engagement with Powell. In 1996, during the recording of her debut album, Jones became pregnant with Wallace's child. She did not make it public until 1999 during an interview with The Source. Jones decided to terminate the pregnancy. "I already knew the kind of relationship that Biggie and I had, and I knew that, having a child, was something that couldn't take place." Wallace called Jones 3 days before his death and told her he loved her. In a 2010 interview with Ed Lover on Power 105, Jones revealed that Wallace assaulted her and she described an incident where he choked her to unconsciousness. In 2017, Jones admitted her relationship with Wallace was very violent after Jermaine Dupri claimed that he witnessed Wallace pull a pistol out on Jones. On July 23, 1996, Jones was arrested for possession of marijuana after police raided Wallace's Teaneck, New Jersey home. Police smelled marijuana inside the home when they went to ask for someone to move an illegally parked car. Jones denied she was smoking, claiming she was upstairs all day sleeping. On March 17, 1999, Teaneck police issued an arrest warrant after Jones failed to turn up for court dates stemming from the arrest. The warrant was not a top priority for the police, and was not made public until September 2003, after a story was published online by The Smoking Gun. Jones was later removed from Teaneck's wanted list in October 2003, after $350 in bail was posted on her behalf. Jones' attorney told reporters that she did not appear in court because she believed the case had been resolved. In 2002, Jones started dating Damian World Hardy. The couple split in 2003, and she stated she was a victim of physical abuse leading to multiple nose jobs as a result of being punched. On June 20, 2003, Jones had $250,000 worth of jewelry stolen while catching a flight at New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport after a bag, which she intended to carry on, was mixed up with 8 other pieces of her luggage. The missing jewelry was recovered 10 days later, found wrapped up in a rag in a locker room for airline employees by a United Airlines worker. In 2004, Jones dated record producer Scott Storch, whom she met when he offered her a ride to her hotel. The couple split after 2 months. In 2013, Storch revealed that he would have married Jones if the relationship had worked out. In 2007, Jones and Ray J briefly dated. On March 17, 2005, Lil Kim was convicted of 3 counts of conspiracy and 1 count of perjury for lying to a federal grand jury about her and her friend's involvement in a 2001 shooting outside the Hot 97 studios in Manhattan, during the trial of her co-manager, Damian D-Rock Butler, and her bodyguard, Suif Gutta Jackson. A former member of the hip-hop group Junior M.A.F.I.A., she testified before a grand jury that she did not know they were at the scene. However, video footage from a security camera placed all 3 at the scene, exiting the building. Butler and Jackson pleaded guilty to gun charges. Jackson was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison as part of plea bargain in which he admitted to firing at least 20 rounds during the incident. The length of the sentence was said to have been influenced by his previous gun-related convictions. In July 2005, Lil Kim was sentenced to 1 year in prison, 30 days home detention upon release from custody, and 3 years of probation. She served the entirety of her sentence at the Federal Detention Center, Philadelphia, in Center City, Philadelphia. She was released on July 3, 2006, after serving approximately 12 months. Her Federal Bureau of Prisons (BOP) supervision ended on August 2, 2006. On June 9, 2014, Jones gave birth to a daughter named Royal Rain. Royal has started modeling, walking the catwalk in the New York Fashion Week show in 2023 as part of the 13th annual Rookie USA Fashion Show. Lil Kim was in a relationship with Royal's father, Jeremy Neal, who goes by the rap name Mr. Papers, from 2012 to 2014, and then again from 2020 through at least part of 2021, although their current relationship status remains undetermined. He has called her his wife before, although they have never been legally married. Their initial breakup was somewhat contentious, with Lil Kim claiming that he was a domestic abuser and Mr. Papers alternatively dissing her and performing somber freestyle raps lamenting the circumstances and lack of access to Royal. They have not mentioned being a couple on social media since 2021, and Mr. Papers was referred to as Lil Kim's ex again in news reports that were released in 2022, but they never formally broke up with each other publicly. Jones identifies as a Christian. Early life, family, and education. Jones was born in the Bedford-Stuyvesant neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York City, the second child of Linwood Jones, a former U.S. Marine. She has an older brother, Christopher. As a child, Jones attended Queen of All Saints Elementary School in Brooklyn. When she was 9 years old, her parents separated, and Jones was raised by her father, with whom she had a tumultuous relationship. At 14, she left home, began living on the streets, and ultimately dropped out of high school. As a teenager, Jones met Christopher Wallace, known professionally as the Notorious B.I.G. Wallace was a key figure in both her personal and artistic life, particularly after he gained popularity and influence through his relationship with Bad Boy Records. Jones attended Sarah J. Hale Vocational High School for 2.5 years. She and her friends often skipped school. As she was not completing her schoolwork, the decision was made for her to transfer to Brooklyn College Academy to finish her remaining year and a half of high school. Career. In 1994, B.I.G. was instrumental in introducing and promoting the Brooklyn-based group Junior M.A.F.I.A. Jones, who had adopted the stage name Lil Kim, was a member of the group. The group's debut album, Conspiracy, was released to mediocre reviews and moderate sales on August 29, 1995, but debuted at number 8 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart, selling 69,000 copies in its first week of release. Wallace wrote and ghostwrote most of the album's material. 3 hit singles came from Conspiracy, Players' Anthem, I Need You Tonight, and Get Money. The RIAA certified Conspiracy a gold album on December 6, 1995. Players' Anthem and Get Money were certified gold and platinum respectively. Lil Kim's increasing popularity as a member of Junior M.A.F.I.A. allowed her to start a solo career shortly after the Conspiracy album was released. By late 1995, she began working on what would become her debut album, Hardcore. 1996 to 2002, Hardcore and the Notorious K.I.M. After a year with Junior M.A.F.I.A., Lil Kim began her solo career by making guest performances on R&B albums and recording her debut album, Hardcore, which was released in November 1996. The album debuted at number 11 on the Billboard 200, the highest debut for a female rap album at that time, and number 3 on Billboard's top R&B/hip-hop albums, selling 78,000 copies in its first week of release and has sold over 5 million copies worldwide. It was certified double platinum by the RIAA on March 14, 2001, after having been certified gold on January 6, 1997, and platinum on June 3, 1997. The album's lead single No Time, a duet with Combs, reached the top spot of the Billboard Hot Rap Tracks chart and was certified gold by the RIAA. The following single was Crush on You, a remixed version of the track that appeared on Hardcore. A remix of the album's track Not Tonight saw Lil Kim team up with Missy Elliott, Angie Martinez, Da Brat, and Left Eye of TLC, with the song peaking at 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song was part of the soundtrack to the Martin Lawrence movie Nothing to Lose, nominated for a Grammy Award, and certified platinum. She became the first female rapper to have 3 consecutive number ones on the Billboard Hot Rap Tracks chart. In one stockholders' meeting of Warner Brothers Records, activist C. Dolores Tucker criticized the label for producing this filth, referring to perceived graphic sexual content in Lil Kim's lyrics and labeling them gangsta porno rap. In 1997, Lil Kim promoted hardcore by performing on P. Diddy's No Way Out tour. The tour continued through to 1998 and became one of the highest-grossing hip-hop tours of all time, grossing an estimated $16 million. That same year, she launched her own label, Queen Bee Entertainment. From 1998 to 2000, Lil Kim continued working under the management of B.I.G.'s best friend, Damian D-Rock Butler's rock management, touring and modeling for various fashion and pop culture companies including Candies, Versace, Iceberg, and Baby Phat. Her outfit at the 1999 MTV Video Music Awards received widespread media attention, fueled by the shocked response of presenter Diana Ross, who approached and jiggled Kim's exposed breast on national television. The Washington Post considered that the incident solidified Lil Kim's image of sexual fearlessness and her career as a fashion trendsetter. On June 27, 2000, Lil Kim released her second album, The Notorious K.I.M. The album marked a new image and revamped look for the rapper. Despite the limited success of its singles, the album debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the top R&B/hip hop albums chart, selling 229,000 copies in its first week. It was certified platinum by the RIA. For weeks after its release, it was on this LP that the well-known hip-hop feud between Lil Kim and Foxy Brown escalated. In 2001, Lil Kim teamed up with Christina Aguilera, Pink, and M.A.F.I.A to remake Lady Marmalade, which was originally written about a bordello in New Orleans and performed by the group LaBelle, which included diva Patti LaBelle, 25 years earlier. The song was recorded for the Moulin Rouge film soundtrack, released in April 2001, and stayed at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks. The song also went to number 1 in 50 countries around the world. This was a major accomplishment for female rap, as well as for Lil Kim, who scored her first number 1 Hot 100 hit and became the second solo female rapper in history to hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Lady Marmalade also garnered Lil Kim her first Grammy Award. The second single, Kimnatize, was released as the lead single of record producer DJ Tomic's compilation album Beat of Life, Volume 1. It was released in Switzerland, Austria, and Germany only. The song was successful, becoming Lil Kim's third consecutive top 10 hit in Germany after her number 5 hit Lady Marmalade. In 2002, Lil Kim recorded a new entrance theme for then World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, Women's Champion Trish Stratus entitled Time to Rock and Roll, which was used during broadcasts until Stratus' retirement. The single was released on WWE Anthology, a compilation of entrance theme music to various professional wrestling superstars. Lil Kim released the song What's the Word in mid-2002. Despite not having an official release, it went on to peak at number 9 on the bubbling under R&B/hip hop singles chart. It would later be released on the Japan edition of her third studio album, La Bella Mafia, as a bonus track. 2003 to 2005, La Bella Mafia. On March 4, 2003, Lil Kim released her third studio album, La Bella Mafia. It debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200, selling 166,000 copies in its first week, giving Lil Kim her second consecutive top 5 album. The album received generally positive reviews from critics, receiving a score of 65 on Metacritic. A buzz single, Came Back For You, was released ahead of the album. The music video for the song featured reality television personality Victoria Gotti. The first single, The Jump Off, featuring Mr. Cheeks, peaked at number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100. Follow-up single, Magic Stick, featuring 50 Cent, peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, staying there for 3 weeks. The song did not have a commercial release or a music video but was successful due to high radio airplay, peaking at number 1 on the Billboard Airplay chart. A third US-only single, Thug Love, featuring Twista, was released in the last quarter of 2003 and peaked at number 60 on the Billboard Hot R&B/hip hop songs chart. The album was certified platinum in the US, selling over 1.1 million copies. Lil Kim promoted the album with a string of concerts, which also featured DMX and Nas. Lil Kim was nominated for 5 Source Awards and won 2, Female Hip Hop Artist of the Year and Female Single of the Year. The album also got 2 Grammy Award nominations for Best Female Rap Solo Performance, Came Back For You, and Best Rap Collaboration, Magic Stick. She was also nominated for Best Pop Collaboration with singer Christina Aguilera for the song Can't Hold Us Down, from Aguilera's album Stripped. Greg Thomas, an English professor at Syracuse University, began teaching hip-hop issue, Queen Bee at #HLyricism101. Lil Kim herself was a guest speaker. Professor Thomas considered Lil Kim's lyrics the art with the most profound sexual politics I've ever seen anywhere. David Horowitz criticized the course as academic degeneracy and decline. Lil Kim also made an appearance on the multi-platform video game Def Jam, Fight for New York. Lil Kim provided voiceovers for her part in the storyline, where the player may fight an opponent to have Lil Kim as their girlfriend. In 2004, Lil Kim recorded a cover of These Boots Are Made for Walkin', which was used as the opening theme for Victoria Gotti's reality series Growing Up Gotti. That same year, Lil Kim was featured on the remix of Naughty Girl by Beyoncé. In December 2004, Lil Kim began recording a pilot for a VH1 reality show titled 718 Makeover. The 718 in the title is the area code for Brooklyn, where she grew up. The show did not make it to air. 2005 to 2008, Prison, The Naked Truth and Ms. G.O.A.T. Lil Kim performing at Way Out West Festival, 2008. Lil Kim released her fourth album, The Naked Truth, on September 27, 2005, while serving a federal prison sentence. It earned her a 5 mic rating from The Source, making her the only female rapper to ever receive a 5 mic rating. The album debuted at number 6 on the Billboard 200 chart, selling 109,000 copies in its first week of release, giving Lil Kim her third top 10 debut on the chart. The Naked Truth did not sell as well as her previous works, it only managed to reach a gold certification by RIA. She said that her prison sentence left her with no time to promote the project. The music video for The Naked Truth's first single, Lighters Up, was number 1 on BET's 106 and Park for 2 weeks. Lighters Up was a top 10 hit on the Billboard Hot R&B/Hip-Hop Singles and Tracks chart. The single also reached number 67 on the German single chart, number 12 on the UK Top 75 and number 4 on the Finland single chart. The second single, Whoa, was released on February 17, 2006. It reached number 22 on Airplay. On March 9, 2006, BET premiered the show Lil Kim, Countdown to Lockdown, which was filmed before Lil Kim headed to prison. The show became the highest-rated premiere in BET history, averaging 1.9 million viewers. In May 2006, Debbie Harry released a song in tribute to Lil Kim called Dirty and Deep in protest of her conviction. The song was available for free from her official website. Dance Remixes, her first compilation album, was released on June 6, 2006. The album featured remixes of songs from The Naked Truth and Hardcore. A limited pressing released only in the US, it received no promotion due to Lil Kim being in prison at the time of release and failed to chart. On August 31, 2006, Lil Kim presented the award for Best Male Video at the 2006 MTV Video Music Awards. It marked her first televised appearance since being released from prison. She also made appearances on the show The Pussycat Dolls Present, The Search for the Next Doll and Pussycat Dolls Present, Jurlicious in 2007 and 2008 as a judge. In January 2008, Lil Kim announced that she had parted ways with Atlantic Records, choosing to release future projects independently. She stated she had no hard feelings toward Atlantic, but felt comfortable enough with her knowledge of the music business to do it alone. Lil Kim released her first mixtape, Ms. G.O.A.T., an acronym for Greatest of All Time, on June 3, 2008. It was produced by New York City DJs Mr. C and DJ Who Kid. Among critics, the mixtape received generally positive reviews. It has been called a representation of Lil Kim's return to the streets. Tito Salinas of All Hip Hop says Lil Kim shows that her time behind bars did not rust all of her swag away on Ms. G.O.A.T. On the other hand, Aaron Grieshover of New York Mag says that although one of the tracks, The Miseducation of Lil Kim, is not bad, he wished it was Lauryn Hill making a comeback instead. 2009 to 2011, Dancing with the Stars and Black Friday. On March 10, 2009, the song Girls by Korean singer Seven featuring Lil Kim was released through digital stores as his U.S. debut single. Lil Kim appeared in the music video that was released on the same day. Girls was produced by Darkchild. On March 24, 2009, she released the song Download featuring R&B singers T-Pain and Charlie Wilson. It was written by Lil Kim and T-Pain and produced by Trackmasters. The song samples Computer Love by Zapp. Although it missed the Hot 100, it did chart on the Billboard Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs chart, peaking at number 21. Lil Kim appeared on the 8th season of reality series Dancing with the Stars, which began airing on March 9, 2009. She was paired with professional dancer Derek Hough. They were eliminated on May 5, 2009, against Ty Murray and his partner Chelsea Hightower, putting Lil Kim at 5th place among all 13 contestants that season. Her elimination was met by many boos from the audience, as she was a consistent high scorer and fan favorite. On February 16, 2010, the ludicrous song Hey Ho, which featured Lil Kim and Lil Fate, was released as a promo single for his 7th studio album Battle of the Sexes. In June 2010, Lil Kim started her 2010 tour, her first headlining tour since 2000. It took her across the US, as well as Canada and Europe. Lil Kim released her second mixtape, Black Friday, on February 14, 2011. The video for the title track was released on February 16, 2011. The mixtape received mostly negative reviews from critics. It was made available for purchase via PayPal. In May 2011, Lil Kim performed in South Africa as part of the music festival Zarfest alongside Fat Joe, Timbaland, and Ciara. On June 19, 2011, Lil Kim performed alongside G-Unit member Shawty Lo and hinted a possible working relationship with G-Unit Records. That same month, the song Lil Kim, along with Rick Ross, was featured on titled Anything, to Find You, by R&B singer Monica was leaked. The song, which samples the Notorious B.I.G.'s Who Shot Ya, initially featured just Lil Kim, but her second verse was removed to make room for Ross. Her vocals were then removed fully due to contractual issues with B.I.G.'s estate. In August 2011, Lil Kim performed 4 dates in Australia as part of the Winter Beats Festival alongside Fabulous, Mario, 50 Cent and G-Unit. During the August 17 date in Perth, she joined 50 Cent on stage for a performance of Magic Stick. It marked the first time the pair had performed the song together. On November 28, 2011, Lil Kim released a buzz single called I Am Not the One. She also announced that she would release an EP, but it was later shelved for unknown reasons. 2012 to 2016, Hardcore Mixtape and Lil Kim Season. In the summer of 2011, Lil Kim began recording material for her 5th studio album. She had previously been under a restriction banning her from releasing new material as a result of her settlement with Trackmasters, but it had now been lifted. On Valentine's Day 2012, Lil Kim released the song If You Love Me, produced by Prince Saheb of Knockout Entertainment, as a gift to her fans. That same month, it was announced she would make her return to the stage on BET's Rip the Runway. It marked her first televised performance in years. In March 2012, during an interview with MTV's Sucker Free, Lil Kim revealed that contract issues with production duo Trackmasters were the reason behind her album delay, saying, "Contractually, by the courts, I could not record any music, I wasn't supposed to put any music out." On March 23, 2012, the song Keys to the City, a collaboration with Young Jeezy, was leaked to the internet. Lil Kim first mentioned the song during an interview with MTV's Rap Fix, saying, "I have a song with another celebrity person that I know the world and my fans are gonna love. It's vintage Kim mixed with the new Kim." During the same Rap Fix interview, Lil Kim also revealed another song, titled I'm Ready, which she hopes to do with rapper 50 Cent. Lil Kim also commented on the direction of her music, saying she was in Kanye West mode, adding, "You do whatever you want to do, it's all about taking chances." Lil Kim kicked off her Return of the Queen tour on May 17, 2012, to positive reviews. In a radio interview at Miami's 99 Jams, Lil Kim stated that her book, The Price of Loyalty, was on hold to coincide with the release of her new album. During an interview with XXL on April 26, 2013, she revealed that she does not have a name for the album yet, but the first official single would be out by mid-year. Lil Kim described the single, produced by Bangladesh, as different and sweet dessert. On July 11, 2013, Lil Kim released the Rockwielder-produced single Looks Like Money as a free download for her fans on her birthday. On July 26, 2013, Lil Kim announced and released the cover art for a new mixtape, Hardcore 2K13, which would also serve as a sequel to her critically acclaimed debut album, Hardcore. The mixtape was originally set to be released on October 31, 2013, but for then unknown reasons, was pushed back. To make up for not releasing the mixtape, Lil Kim released the singles Dead Gal Walking and Kimmy Blanco to the public, along with the track list. The track list revealed collaborations with French Montana, Miley Cyrus, Jadakiss, and Yo Gotti. On August 2, 2014, Lil Kim announced via her Twitter page that she would launch a concert tour to promote her forthcoming hardcore mixtape. Throughout the remainder of August, Lil Kim released a number of remixes to popular songs, including Beyoncé's and Nicki Minaj's collaboration on Flawless, seemingly as a diss to Minaj, reigniting the feud between the two rappers. On September 11, 2014, the hardcore mixtape was released as free download on Kim's official website. In an interview with Revolt TV on the same day, she revealed that she, Iggy Azalea, and T.I. would collaborate on a song sometime in the future, saying, "I don't know if it's going to be for my album or if we're just going to we have other plans for it as well. But I think we're going to do a double release." In the same interview, she explained why the mixtape was pushed back twice, stating, "When this project was supposed to come out, I had got pregnant. I didn't know. Once I became fully pregnant, I was working in the studio, but at one point I couldn't work anymore, obviously." In 2016, her fourth mixtape Lil Kim Season was released. On the mixtape, she freestyles over several popular beats, Drake's Summer 16, Rihanna's Work, and Designer's Panda. It received mixed reviews from critics. Jen Yamato from the Daily Beast wrote, "If anything, Lil Kim Season indicates that Kim's got her sights set on returning in a big way and that she's collecting collaborators who might help her achieve it." 2017 present, Girls Cruise and 9. In February 2017, Lil Kim announced via her Instagram and an interview that she was working on a new album. Singer Faith Evans featured her on the song Lovin' You for Life on the album The King and I, released on May 19, 2017. That same month, Lil Kim along with Eve and Trina was featured on the remix of I'm Better by Missy Elliott. In November, Lil Kim released a promotional single Took Us a Break and was featured on the song Wake Me Up by rapper Remy Ma. In March 2018, Lil Kim released another promotional single, Spicy, featuring rapper Fabulous. On July 11, 2018, Lil Kim released the single Nasty One from her highly anticipated album, but ultimately the track was not included on the album. That same day, during an interview with Billboard, she said the album would be released in November of that year. A remix for the single was released on October 26, 2018, and featured Cranium, Hood Celebrity, and Stefflon Don. In September 2018, she announced that the debut single for her album Go Off would be released at a later date. The song was eventually released on February 15, 2019. That same month, Kim was spotted in Barbados with fellow hip-hop stars Maya and Chili, friends Char DiFrancesco, husband to Marc Jacobs and one of Kim's best friends, and Tiffany, as well as MTV personalities Pretty V and B. Simone from MTV's Wild 'N Out. It was later revealed that this was part of a VH1 reality show, Girls Cruise, for which Kim would serve as an executive producer. The show followed the group as they set sail to embark on a 10-day cruise in the Caribbean, visiting the countries of Barbados and Trinidad just in time for Carnival festivities. It also documented the group's bonding and new friendships with one another. The show premiered on July 15 with approximately 1.2 million viewers and ran for 11 episodes. It is unclear if there will be another season of the series. In March 2019, Kim revealed that her new album would be titled 9 and added there's a lot of meaning behind that. Later that month, she announced that the album would be released on May 17, 2019. After a minor setback with her record label, E1 Music, that caused the album not be released on the original planned date, the project was postponed. On September 27, 2019, Kim released a second single, Found You, featuring City Girls and OT Genesis. The album later became available for pre-order on all digital download platforms on October 4, 2019, along with the track Pray For Me featuring Rick Ross and Musiq Soulchild, with a release date of October 11, 2019. Upon its first week of release, the album charted on the R&B/hip-hop and rap album sales, digital albums, top album sales, independent albums and rap album sales. However, the album failed to chart on the Billboard 200 due to selling less than 1,000 copies, and no song from the album landed on the Hot 100 or bubbling under. During one of the reunion episodes for Girls' Cruise, Kim revealed that the album would be a two-part project, stating, "I recorded so many songs. I have a part 1 and a part 2. She also shared that her co-star, the Instagram comedian Vina Pretty V XL, would appear on the record. In October 2019, Kim revealed that she would collaborate with Missy Elliott and Paris Hilton on the follow-up to 9. In an interview with New York Radio 103.9, Kim confirmed that the City Girls would be involved with the follow-up to 9. She also stated that she would love to have Pretty V host her tour. On her November 8, 2019 appearance on The Real, Kim again confirmed that Paris Hilton and Missy Elliott would appear on 9's follow-up. She said the song sounds like a classic Missy Elliott record, but now. 120. Influences. Lil Kim cited as her rap influences MC Lyte, Salt-N-Pepa and Roxanne Shante. She was also influenced by Slick Rick, The Notorious B.I.G., Eric B., and Rakim, Queen Latifah and Mary J. Blige. Lil Kim also cited Madonna as an influence, saying she modeled her own career on Madonna's, and labeling herself as the Black Madonna. Products and endorsements. In 1998, Lil Kim signed with Wilhelmina Models. That same year, she was announced as the face for the fashion brand Candies alongside Brandy. She became the first and only rapper to endorse the brand to date. In 2000, Lil Kim signed a deal with fashion house Iceberg and also with cosmetics brand MAC to help endorse their Viva Glam line of lipsticks and lip glosses alongside Mary J. Blige. The MAC Viva Glam 3 campaign, which was built around a plum brown lipstick, helped raise $4 million for the company in 1 year and became the most successful Viva Glam campaign to date. Due to the success, the two signed on for a second year. The rapper also modeled for the urban fashion line Baby Phat in August 2000. In March 2001, Lil Kim, along with several other artists, were in an Apple Mac computer commercial demonstrating how to burn custom CDs on a Mac. In 2004, she launched a designer watch collection with manufacturer and jeweler Jacob Arabo, royalty by Lil Kim. She also debuted her first clothing line, Hollyhood. She lent her voice to the video game Def Jam, Fight for New York, in which she was featured. In 2005, she collaborated on a shoe line with high-end brand Petit Paton. That same year, she appeared as a character in the limited edition comic book The Heist, a collaboration between Marvel and Atlantic Records. In August 2010, Lil Kim signed a deal with 3 Olives Vodka as the face for their purple vodka. In September of that same year, she, along with her cousin Cat Jones, opened their first beauty salon in Charlotte, North Carolina called Salon CSWE. That same month, she launched her second clothing line, 24/7 Goddess Collection, at Charlotte, North Carolina's Fashion Week. In November 2012, Lil Kim began endorsing Ciroc Vodka, revealing her own cocktail, Queen Bee, and announcing herself as the First Lady of the brand. Philanthropy. In 2000, Lil Kim embarked on a promo tour for her second studio album, The Notorious K.I.M. and the MAC AIDS Fund. She visited MAC cosmetics counters, interacted with fans, and helped raise money and awareness for people living with HIV/AIDS worldwide. She took part in MAC's Fashion Cares show in Toronto, Canada, raising close to $1 million for its AIDS committee. Her endorsement of MAC, with Mary J. Blige, raised $4 million for the fund. In October 2001, Lil Kim was featured on the R&B mix of the song What's Going On. She, along with several other popular recording artists, released the song as Artists Against AIDS Worldwide, with proceeds going to AIDS programs worldwide and also the September 11th Fund of the United Way. That same month, Lil Kim performed at Breathe, a benefit concert for breast cancer research and treatment. Proceeds from the concert went to the UCLA Breast Center and the Breast Examination Center of Harlem, an outreach program of the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. On March 12, 2002, Lil Kim walked her dogs in the 3rd annual Pause for Style fashion show. The event is held by Animal Fair magazine as a benefit for the Humane Society of New York. Items worn by the animals were later auctioned off online. In 2004, she launched her own foundation called Lil Kim Cares. The foundation raises funds, resources, and awareness for national programs that assist with issues such as homelessness, HIV/AIDS prevention and awareness, transitional living, child neglect, and violence against women. Speaking of the foundation, Lil Kim stated she planned to be primarily involved in causes that had affected her personally. On April 17, 2004, she participated in the 28th annual Toyota Pro/Celebrity race. The event helped raise more than $100,000 for Racing for Kids, a nonprofit program benefiting Southern California children's hospitals in Long Beach and Orange County. On August 24, 2004, Lil Kim encouraged others to vote in the United States presidential election through the Rock the Vote campaign. On March 10, 2005, Lil Kim, along with several other artists, appeared in an episode of The Apprentice. Each artist was approached by contestants to donate a personal experience to be auctioned off for charity through music channel Feuds' daily download program, with proceeds going to the Elizabeth Glaser Pediatric AIDS Foundation. In September 2005, she teamed with fashion designer Marc Jacobs for a limited edition t-shirt line featuring images of the rapper. Marc Jacobs Loves Lil Kim was sold exclusively at Marc Jacobs stores, with 100% of the proceeds going to a charity called The Door. In 2005, Lil Kim donated a diamond watch from her royalty line to the World AIDS Day eBay auction, Bid to Beat AIDS. Proceeds went to L.I.F.A., an organization providing HIV/AIDS information to millions of young people annually. Through her foundation, Lil Kim has given back to many, including teaming up with apparel company Mitchell & Ness and boxer Zab Judah to donate toys to underprivileged youth in Philadelphia in 2005, and joining MusiCares in 2007 for a silent auction, held at the Grammys on the Hill ceremony, to help raise funds for the foundation. In 2007, Lil Kim was a part of the 4th annual Grammy Charity Holiday Auction, featuring a large variety of celebrity-signed memorabilia that people could bid on through eBay. On December 1, 2007, Lil Kim partnered with Preserve Our Legacy and the New Jersey Stem Cell Research and Education Foundation to host a celebrity basketball game to raise awareness about various health issues plaguing minority communities. On July 11, 2010, Lil Kim launched her signature milkshake, the Queen Bee, at Millions of Milkshakes in West Hollywood, with proceeds going towards Wyclef Jean's Yale Haiti Foundation. On February 9, 2013, she took part in the first annual Reality on the Runway fashion show. The event helped raise $300,000 for people infected with HIV/AIDS and increase awareness. All designs from the show were auctioned off online following the event, with a portion of the proceeds going to AIDS United. Lil Kim has been a longtime LGBT advocate and has participated in many gay pride festivals, including the LGBT Pride March in New York City, as well as performing at Atlanta Black Pride and DC Black Pride. Feuds. Foxy Brown. Once high school friends, Lil Kim and Foxy Brown originally remained close despite becoming associates of clashing hip-hop groups Junior M.A.F.I.A and The Firm, respectively. In 1995, they collaborated with Da Brat for the remix of No One Else by Total. The following year, they were featured in the Hot 97 New York fashion show and appeared on the covers of The Source and Vibe. However, their first dispute developed after both of their debut studio albums were scheduled for release a week apart in November 1996. Media outlets noted similarities between the sleeve covers of Lil Kim's Hardcore and Brown's Il Na Na, where the two were shown wearing the same outfit. In 1997, the feud led to the deterioration of their friendship and resulted in the cancellation of a collaborative album Thelma and Louise. Brown noted that the breakdown of their relationship was influenced by their conflicting entourages. They first attempted a reconciliation in 1998 after Lil Kim called Brown and her mother after the two were held at gunpoint during a house burglary. In January 1999, critics noted the track My Life from Brown's second studio effort China Doll as being an open appeal to their friendship. In the song, Brown describes their relationship being lost for pride. Later in the album, however, Brown attacks mistresses. As music journalist Evelyn McDonnell noted, this seemed pointed at Lil Kim. Critics thought the records were a subtle diss to Lil Kim, especially since during this time Brown had supported Lil Kim's rival, Faith Evans, in multiple interviews. In February 1999, some music critics noted that Brown suddenly sounded exactly like Lil Kim. In late May 1999, Lil Cease Play Around, featuring Lil Kim and Diddy, was released and featured on Cease's debut The Wonderful World of Cecil Leo. In the song, after Lil Kim's guest rap, Diddy raps, "Stop trying to sound like her two bitches," a diss aimed at Foxy. The line spurred enough controversy that a writer remarked, "It's finally coming out. Foxy Brown bites worse than a pit bull." Additionally, Lil Kim's guest appearance on Mobb Deep's Quiet Storm remix and her second album's title track, The Notorious K.I.M., were both released as diss records aimed at Foxy Brown. Angered by Lil Kim's response, Brown collaborated with longtime associates Capone and Noriega on the track, Bang, Bang. In the track, Brown mimicked Lil Kim's interpretation of MC Lyte's 10% diss, and went on to recite, "You and Diddy'll kill me with that subliminal shit." Towards the end of her verse, Brown attacked Lil Kim's grieving for the loss of Biggie Smalls by remarking, "Let the nigga, Biggie, rest in peace, and hop off his dick, bitch to you." On February 26, 2001, at 3 p.m., as Lil Kim left New York radio station Hot 97, over 20 shots were fired between two groups of three men. One of the men, Capone of Capone and Noriega, was entering the Hot 97 building promote DJ Clue's new album, The Professional 2, which happened to have also featured Lil Kim. An affiliate, Efren Ocasio from Capone's entourage, was shot in the back. Both Lil Kim's and Capone's groups denied any involvement in the shooting. However, detectives later informed the New York Daily News that it was a result of the verses Foxy Brown recited in Bang, Bang. Shaken up by the incident, Brown tried to reach out to Lil Kim for a truce. Brown stated, "I really don't know how it started. But Russell, Simmons, and we got together, and I said, Russell, I want to call a truce. I want to have a sit-down with Kim. I don't care what it is. Let's just end it. We can even do a collaboration. We're bigger than this. If it has to start with me, let it start with me." Brown extended an olive branch to Lil Kim's camp. However, Lil Kim had cut all ties with Diddy and Bad Boy Associates and wanted no communication with Brown whatsoever. In March 2005, Lil Kim was convicted of lying about the shooting to a federal grand jury, 191. On July 6, 2005, she was sentenced to prison for 3 counts of perjury and 1 count of conspiracy. During the 4 years before Lil Kim's sentencing, she and Brown exchanged subtle diss records, among them Lil Kim's La Bella Mafia, Quiet, and Guess Who's Back, and in turn, Brown's Il Na Na 2, The Fever, and various mixtape freestyles. In the midst of these diss recordings, Doug Banks interviewed Brown in 2003, hoping she would disclose further details pertaining to their dispute. Brown claimed that Lil Kim was allegedly jealous that Biggie was to include Brown in his Junior M.A.F.I.A. collective. Brown also added that a tell-all book disclosing the feud would be released for Christmas 2003. In her final comments on the dispute, Brown stated, "Kim is the only female artist that keeps me on my toes. She's the only one that I can look at, and any other artist that says they don't have that one person that keeps them driven is lying." Following her release from prison, Lil Kim no longer acknowledged Brown. Brown, on the other hand, has consistently targeted Lil Kim in her music and concert venues since the latter's prison release. On May 17, 2012, Lil Kim gave an interview to a radio show, The Breakfast Club. When asked about whether or not she had spoken to Brown at all in recent years, she replied, "I don't even know her. And when I say that, I don't know who she is to these days. I wouldn't even know what her voice sounds like." 50 Cent. In June 2002, 50 Cent has officially signed to Eminem and Dr. Dre. In October that year, he has made his appearance on the 8 Mile soundtrack on 2 songs, one of them being Love Me, where 50 mentioned her for the first time. "I thought Lil Kim was hot, till she started in with her nose. This has sparkled a small feud, but they have both squashed it and they have both collaborated on Magic Stick." The feud started when Jackson was upset that Kim failed to send the song back to him in time, that it passed the deadline for his Get Rich or Die Tryin' album. He tried negotiating to put the record on his deluxe version of the album, but it didn't happen. It was released along with her album La Bella Mafia, which it became a smash hit. Her team reached out to 50 to shoot the music video for it, but he refused to do it because he didn't receive any rights from the song and never agreed to make it a single. On September 2003, 50 Cent and G-Unit went to Funkmaster Flex at Hot 97 to do a freestyle. During that freestyle, 50 sent some shots at Kim by saying that he blew her up by giving his smash hit to her and that she got emotional after he refused to show up for the music video of the song. After they left the radio station, Lil Kim's boyfriend at the time, Damian World Hardy, shot at 50 and his crew outside of the Doubletree Hotel in Jersey City. Unfortunately, Jackson and his crew never got hit. The police later brought them in for questioning. In March 2005, 50 Cent released the song Piggy Bank along with his second studio album The Massacre. On the song he dissed her by saying, "Freak B***** H look like Kim before the surgery. It's an emergency for Michael Jackson C", continuously mocking her for doing plastic surgery. Shortly after, Jackson went to Power 105.1 to address the whole situation between him and Lil Kim. Lil Kim later responded on songs like All Good and Spell Check from the Naked Truth album released on September 2005. That year, Lil Kim did an interview with the Associated Press. On there she said, "I can't front. I don't have a lot of respect for 50 Cent because his music is hardcore, violent. And I love his music sometimes, but I feel like in his personal life, his real life, he carries that on, and that's not a great message, you know what I mean? I think he promotes it." 50 reignited the feud in July 2021, where he made fun of Kim for her fashion choices at the BET Awards. He posted on his Instagram a picture of her wearing a white Prada headdress, which she wore while paying tribute to Queen Latifah, and an owl with the caption, "Who did this sh***, eyes this ain't right. LOL. Later Lil Kim responded to him on her Instagram post that on October that year, he trolled her again on Instagram by comparing her dance at one of her concerts to Mubden's moves from the Leprechaun movie, with him saying, "I'm sorry, I know it's early, but I don't know why ***T like this is funny to me. LOL." And Kim again responded to 50 with her saying, "You are so obsessed with me, this is getting creepy, you fallen off, and we all know WHYYYYYYY." On September 2022, Lil Kim released a remix of Megan Thee Stallion's song Plan B, where she allegedly sends shots towards Nicki Minaj's family. Jackson shortly after tagged Nicki on a post and said, "KGTM at Nicki Minaj, you better light her up, I'm watching." She said something about the baby, her baby, "I fucked up. LOL." Kim denied about dissing the Queen's rapper and her family and responded to 50 Cent by saying that he is still salty after she turned him down back in the day.